opening prayer. Okay,
you need. Me, teacher.
Okay, you can pray for us.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord,
Okay.
my Father. Oh Lord, my Father. We thank you for this day that you have given us. We thank you for the gifts that you have given us. We thank you for this opportunity that we have to learn. Bless our parents. Bless the teacher that is going to teach us. Bless all the students that we are learning with. Amen.
Thank you. Amen. Is it Teresa? Very
yes,
good, Teresa. Okay. Thank you. May God bless you for that wonderful prayer.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. You're welcome. You can mute yourself. Today I want P6 to be an understanding class whereby you mute and unmute. That is what I want P6 to be today. Okay, so listen now carefully. We have already learned mathematics almost 2 times. Today is our 3rd time. And I told you this week we are going to learn mathematics like 2 times. So therefore, since we have already learned, and then we can, first of all, in just few minutes, like 2 minutes, because today I want us to do a lot of discussion. So what did we look at last week? What did we learn last week? Yes, Immaculate. Okay, Immaculate, you can unmute and tell us what we learned. Yes, Immaculate, unmute. Immaculate, unmute and tell us what did we learn last week?
Come and study.
Okay, yes, Immaculate. Okay, Kelly, can you unmute and tell us what we learned?
Me, teacher, we learned how to change meters to kilometers.
Very good. We learned how to change meters to kilometers. That is what we learned last time. And,
hello, teacher.
And I hope you people, you are able to change. Now, this is what we call the metric unit, where we talked about kilometers, we talked about centimeters, and so on and so on. So this was just something to show you changing meters to kilometers is what we learned last time. So therefore, we need to find the conversion rate. This is what we talked about last time. I want to just remind someone to remind us how many meters are in 1 kilometers. How many meters are in 1 kilometers? Okay, Warren, you can unmute. Warren.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning to you. Tell us how many meters are in 1 kilometers.
1,000 meters.
Okay, very good. We have 1,000 meters is in 1 kilometers. That is what we learned. So here you realize that meters is smaller than kilometers. This is what we realize. So when we are changing from meters to kilometers, what do? It means we are changing from a smaller unit to a bigger unit. So what do? Yes, when we are changing this, what do? Yes, Rebecca Aber, Rebecca. When we are changing from meters to kilometers, what do? Aber, Rebecca, you can unmute.
And I have just joined.
Good, Abe.
I have just joined.
You have just joined, but we have also learned some of this in primary 5 and primary 4. Okay, thank you if you have just joined. Doreen Nachtende, yes, Doreen. What do we do when we are changing from meters to kilometers? Doreen Nachtende. Doreen, you unmute and talk. Okay, let's go to Jacob. Yes, Jacob. Jacob A. What do?
We divide.
We divide. So that is okay. That's a shortcut of understanding. So therefore, I gave an example like this. I gave an example like this. For example, if I say change.
So you can make
Okay, okay, thank you, Eric. Let me see. Okay, okay. So members, learners. Okay, Eric, let me just write this, then I come back to you. Change 350 meters to kilometers. So learners, I want you to change that. Okay, Eric, I think you are the co-host.
admin account. I'm using
Admin. Okay. Okay, my co. Okay. Okay, so learners, this is the question I have asked you, that change 350 meters to kilometers. Yes, who has got the answer already? Or who is ready to explain to us? Change 350 meters to all like that, and then we go back to our lesson for today. Once we get that answer correct, we shall go back to our lesson for today. So let me pick someone here. Arnold. Yes, Arnold, unmute and tell us. Arnold, what answer have you got? Arnold. Arnold, are you able to unmute? Okay. Oh, I pick someone else. Daniela. Daniela Mirembe. Mirembe, what answer have you got? Banange, my children, where are you? When I'm trying to pick you. Daniela Mirembe, I'm unmuting you. Yes, Daniela Mirembe, can you unmute and tell us what answer have you got?
Me.
Yes, please tell us.
It is 3.5 kilometers.
You have got 3.5 kilometers. Okay, let's try to prove your answer together with other members. Let's try to prove your answer together with other members. So here we are going to say 1,000. We are going to say 1,000 meters is equals to, let's prove the answer for our friend, is equals to 1 kilometers. Now we said we are going to divide by 1,000. So let me just go direct by saying, how about 350? Let me just go direct and say that. How about 350? 350 meters. So 350 meters, we shall have 350, because the given meters, we divide it by 1,000. That is what they are saying here. The given meters, we divide it by 1,000. So when we are changing meters to kilometers, we divide the given meters by 1,000. So we have been given 350. So we are dividing 350 by 1,000. So we can divide 350 by 10 so that we cancel this 0, it remains 35. Then also 100, we shall divide it by 10, we cancel this 0, it remains 100. So in this case, you will find that you have 35. You have 35 out of 100. 35 out of 100. Now, my friend who said that he has got 3.5, you can imagine that if you have got 3.5, my friend. So can someone tell us, Agava patient, can you tell us if we have 35 out of 100? Agava, you can unmute and tell us. What do you get? 35 out of 100. Okay, we say 0.35. If you are using the word point, you mention digit per digits. So in this case, you realize that you are going to count here 2 zeros here. We count 2 decimal places. From here, we can count 1. We can count 2 because of 2 zeros. So our answer becomes 0.35. Then the unit will be kilometers. Because you are, So that is what we learned last time. Now, other metric units. You learned them when you were in primary 5. For example, changing from centimeters to meters, from meters to centimeters, you learned them in primary 5. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure I write it and I give you as assignment, changing these other units that you have learned in the previous class. Basically, in primary 6, what we are supposed to be learning right now, we are supposed to be learning about area of some geometrical shape. We are supposed to be learning the circumference, like area of a circle, like that. So, and then the volume of a cube, cuboid, and so on. So now, today we are also going to learn something very, very simple. We are going to learn something very, very simple. And whatever we are going to learn today, you might have already learned it, but it is leading us somewhere. It is leading us somewhere ahead there. When we continue with this topic, you will realize that what we are going to learn today is very, very important in our learning that we are going to continue with. So I request you to pay attention and understand, such that once you understand what we are learning today, after 2-3 days when we meet, you will realize that what we have learned today is going to help us to learn in the next lesson. So what are we going to learn today? This is what we are going to learn today. Yes, let me pick someone to read for us what we are going to learn today. Aguti, you can unmute. Aguti, is it Precious? Aguti, unmute and read for us what we are going to learn today.
Finding
Finding parameters of
Okay. The reading is finding perimeters of geometrical shapes. Finding perimeter of geometrical, like from the word geometry, geometrical shapes. That is what we are going to look at. You may be thinking of all the perimeter of a rectangle, perimeter of a square, but here we are talking about geometry, geometrical shape. Shapes like you can find perimeter of like polygons. They can give you any polygon and they ask you to find its perimeter. So that is what we are going to look at right now. A simple closed figure, for example, a rectangle, a square, maybe even combined figures. That is what we are going to look at right now. So all of that, you may just need to understand what it means by perimeter and how do I get a perimeter of a shape. So once you understand that, any shape given to you, you can find its perimeter, so long as it's a geometrical what? Shape. We may not look at all the shapes that you know, but the few that I have picked will help you to understand how you can find perimeter of any shape that is given to you under this topic. So so that is it. What is perimeter, class? What is perimeter? Let me ask someone to tell me what perimeter is. Are there people who have put up their hand? Yes. Mirundi. iPhone Mirundi, what is perimeter? You can unmute. iPhone Mirundi.
perimeter is a distance around the figure.
Good. But you put a certain word there. Put a certain word there. Put the word total. First put the word total and define.
Perimeter
is the total distance around
a figure.
Very good. That is it. Because when you had the word total, when you put the word total, then you are defining it well. And that word total is very important. That perimeter is the total distance round the figure. The total distance round the closed simple figure. That is what it means by perimeter. So when we talk about perimeter, please, perimeter is the total distance round a simple closed figure. This is what perimeter means. Perimeter refers to the total distance round a simple closed figure. Mark this word, mark this word. this word here, this word total distance, this word, the word I have underlined. When you talk of total distance, meaning add, total means add. So for you to find perimeter of any figure, you will be adding the distance around the figure, You just need to know this figure has how many sides. So if it has 10 sides, just add those 10 sides together and find its perimeter. You just need to know. So that's what it means by perimeter. Let's continue and see whether they are still talking about perimeter. Here we are looking at example 1. In example 1, they are saying, that perimeter of a rectangle is the sum. Oh, there is another word there again. Is the sum. There is another word there again. Which word is that? This word here. Sum. Sum is the same as total. Sum is the answer you get after adding. So when we're talking about perimeter of a rectangle is the sum of the length of its 4 sides, meaning that a rectangle has 4 sides. So when you add those 4 sides together, you get the distance around that figure. You get the distance around the perimeter. So that is what it means by perimeter of a rectangle. Yes. So here, for example, if P stands for perimeter of the rectangle, L for length, and W for width. So meaning that a rectangle has those sides. It has those 4 sides, but the 4 sides has its own name because they are different in size. For example, length is different from width. They have different distance. The width is shorter than the length, but the length is longer than the width. So if you are finding its perimeter, this is what we have to say. We can use this method called, this formula called perimeter is equals to 2 into bracket length plus width. Why did we say 2 into bracket length plus width? Maybe second method answers it. Because if you look here, there are 2 lengths here. And also there are 2 widths here. So that's why if I put 2 outside here, it means there are 2 widths. If I put 2 outside here, it means there are 2 lengths in a rectangle. So that is how you find perimeter. Now, somebody was asking me, teacher, can't I say around? Yes, commonly teachers always tell us that perimeter is the distance around. But you can use the word round the figure. Perimeter refers to the total distance round a simple closed figure, round, simple closed figure, or around, because most of our teachers tell us around. But you can say perimeter is the total distance round a simple closed figure. So let's look at this figure that they are talking about. Yeah, so this is a rectangle. So you can see that length is represented with the letter L, and then width is represented with the letter W. So when I need its perimeter, I will add. When I need its perimeter, I will say, okay, perimeter, which I can say P. P stands for perimeter. So I will say length plus, because they are talking of total distance. Total means I add length plus width. So maybe this length plus this width, then plus again this length, plus length, and again plus again this width, because there are 4. So you make sure you add all the 4 sides plus width. Sorry. So this is how you can find perimeter. Or you can say perimeter. Another method, you can say perimeter is equals to 2 into bracket length. So it means there are 2 L. when you have 2 here, it means these 2 you are multiplying by what is inside. 2L, and also here you have 2W. That is why 2 is represented outside. So those 2 represents that there are 2 lengths in a rectangle and there are 2 widths in a rectangle. So this is how you find a perimeter of a rectangle. So let's see where a case where they have given us figures, where they have given us figures to find the perimeter. Let us see where they have given us figures to find the perimeter. Okay, in that example 1 still, yes, in that example 1 still, okay, in that example 1 still, they are saying, let me ask someone to read. When I pick you, please, you unmute. Samara, can you unmute and read for us? Samara? Samara, unmute and read.
The length of a rectangle is 8 centimeters and its width is 5 centimeters. Find the perimeter of a rectangle.
Yes, very good, Samara, for that wonderful reading. Okay, Nicole, I know I'm going to pick you, though you are saying, teacher, me, Calvin, me, teacher. Okay, I will pick you. Okay, so let's continue. Here, they are saying that the length of a rectangle, the length of a rectangle is 8 centimeters and its width is 5 centimeters. Find the perimeter of a rectangle. So you need to know perimeter means the total distance round the figure. This word perimeter, it means the total distance round. So total means let's add the distance around. So now, if I have a rectangle like this, if I have a rectangle like this, let me try to draw with my fine art, with my art and craft, my knowledge of drawing. This, good, this. I am trying to draw a rectangle. Very good. I've drawn my rectangle. So put this property. This property here means that side is equals to this side. Please follow me first. I will pick you. I know where you're going to discuss. There is a number that has defeated me, which I want you to help me. When I reach there, you will help me. But this one is not defeating me. That's why I'm doing it. Okay, now here, I am defeated. In those two signs, there is a double and there is a here which I have put single line. So I pick someone to tell us. Samuel, can you tell us? Samuel, you unmute and tell us where should we put 8? Samuel, unmute. You are allowed to unmute, Samuel. Good. Where should I put 8, Samuel?
8 in the
8.
width.
You read the question properly. Is the width 8? Read. Did they tell us the width is 8? What did they tell us in the question? They say the length is 8, isn't it? So here the length is 8. In the length, Samuel, we are putting on? We are putting 8. Very good. And length is the longest side. The longer side is the length. Then the shorter side is the width. So width here, we are going to put 5. Okay, very good, Samuel. Let's maintain there. Don't unmute. Don't mute Samuel, so that we can do together. Now, Samuel, we have put 8 as our length. We have put 5 as our width. So they are asking us to find perimeter. So Samuel, what is the formula to find perimeter of a rectangle?
Side plus side plus side plus side plus side.
Now that is side plus side plus side plus side is for a square. Yes, perimeter also has those sides, but the sides has its own name. The name of those sides we have length and width. So for a rectangle, it is advisable for us to use the name of the side. The name of the side is length. So there is one side which is called length plus another side is called width. Samuel, are you getting?
Yes.
Plus another side. So I have added only 2. This length and this width. I have added only 2. Yet perimeter means total distance around or total distance around the figure. So meaning that there is also this length that I have to add. Then again plus this length. Again plus this width. Are you getting somewhere? There is this width also. So again, I have to add it plus width. Very good, Samuel. I think you can mute so that I pick your friend. Aaron is saying, "Hi, teacher, teacher me." Justin all unmute and then talk to me, Justin. Okay, Justin, you unmute.
Me, teacher.
Yes. Let's continue. So perimeter equals to, what should I put here now?
Me, teacher.
Perimeter equals to 8 centimeters plus
8 centimeters plus 5 centimeters.
Plus 5 centimeters.
8 centimeters plus 5 centimeters. Centimeters.
Thank you. I have allowed you today to talk. So let me remove you from talking. Thank you for your participation, all of you. So we are going to add 8 centimeters plus 5 centimeters plus 8 centimeters. We are repeating 8 2 times because there are 8 centimeters, then plus another 5 centimeters. Thank you, all of you, for your participation. Though you have made Justin not to talk alone. So, why did we repeat 8? Why did we repeat 5? Can somebody tell me? Why did we repeat 8? Why did we repeat 5? Here, we have 8 down. Also, up there is the same as 8. 8 is also up here. Those two opposite sides are equal. For a rectangle, two opposite sides are equal. Then, again here, we have 5. For a width, also two opposite sides are equal. That's why we have here 8 plus 5. 8 plus 5. So you can add 8 plus 5, get that answer first. Add 8 plus 5, also get that answer first. Let me again hear from you. 8 plus 5, I want you to talk. 8 plus 5, what do I get?
13
plus 5 equals to 25.
Get 13 centimeters.
13.
13 equals to
13
centimeters.
Okay. Yes, I have heard you. You are saying 8 plus 5 is 13 centimeters, which is correct. So let me continue by putting also another 13 here. I grouped them into 2 groups. I say 8 plus 5 and then 8 plus 5. We have got 13. Now, this one I'm going to select someone to tell me now 13 plus 13. Okay. Aguti Precious say 26.
13.
Galaxy also say 26. That is good. Samuel, you are the one saying 13. Okay. 26, 26, 26, 26, 26. All of you have read your answers. Correct. The answer is 26. Very good for those who wrote the answers in the chat. Though you are writing very fast, I can't mention. Phillips said 26. Samuel said 26. Then Faith said 26. Very good. So that confirmed to me that 13 plus 13 equals to 26. Very good. So for perimeter, our answer remains in centimeters. The unit does not change. If it is centimeters, we say centimeters. If it is meters, we say meters. That is for perimeter. Learners, are we together? Let me hear from you. Let me hear from you.
Yes. Yes.
Eric. Eric. Teacher Tony. Teacher Tony.
Yes, Charles.
Eric?
Yes, Charles. Yes, Charles.
Are you there?
Yes, we are there.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Charles. Okay, so let's continue. I want the next method. Please, I'm trying to ask my learners to tell me in chorus answers. So don't worry, because it may be one of the methods that I'm using. Okay. So another method, Tina. Tina, can you unmute and tell us another method? If I don't want to say length plus width, length plus width. Tina.
2 into brackets, length plus.
Very good, Tina. May God bless you. Very good. Okay. Tina said that we can say perimeter is equals to 2 into bracket length plus width. Now, you see plus is there. That tells us that perimeter we must add. Plus is there. That tells us that perimeter we must add. So somebody multiplied is getting 142. Please, we are not multiplying. We are adding, and make sure you add. If you cannot add, please count your fingers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until you get the answer. Okay, so let's continue. If I say 2 into bracket, meaning that I'm going to continue by saying, okay, 2 into bracket. In our bracket, we have length is 8. Length is 8 centimeters plus width is 5 centimeters. Width is 5 centimeters. So when you have this, learners, are you following the second method? Let me hear from you. Learners, let me hear from you. Are you following the second method, learners?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, that is very good if we are following. Therefore, now if you replace length with 8 and you replace width with 5, the next thing you can do is to first add what is inside the bracket. What is inside the bracket is 8 plus 5. Can I hear from you people? 8 plus 5, what do we get?
13.
13.
Very good. We get 13. So we have here 13 centimeters. Now, what do I do now? Because in the bracket already I have got 13. What do I do now? Our perimeter, I'm continuing from this side. Our perimeter is now equals to, so 2 into bracket, 13. So what do? I want to open the bracket. I want to remove the bracket. Please, this time I'm just going to pick. Don't talk, all of you. I'm just going to pick. If you hear your name, please, you unmute and tell me. What are we going to do? Kabuye? Kabuye? Yes, what are we going to do?
We are
Multiply.
Very good, very good. We multiply. So here we are going to say 2 times 13. We multiply 2 times 13. So 2 times 13, we get, can someone multiply for us 2 times 13 and put in the chat? 2 times 13 and put the answer in the chat. Okay, 2 times 13, 26. Mark said 26. Justin said 26. Charles said pick me. Charles, just write for me the answer. Desmond said 26. Dorcas said 26. So thank you. So meaning that 2 times 13 is 26 centimeters. So learners, this is how you can calculate perimeter of a rectangle using the 2 methods. That's how you can calculate. So that is being our example number 1. Let's also look through, or let's also see example number 2. Let's see what is in example number 2. Let us see what is in example number 2. Yes, I'm seeing most of you are utilizing the charts to give me the answer. That is good. Once we use the chart for giving the answer, it will be good for us. So let's go and look at number 2. This one already we have discussed. It is what we have been discussing. Okay. Yes, number 2 has come in. Number 2 has come in. Good. That is number 2. Okay, let me pick someone to read for us number 2. Okay, Jacinta Divine. Jacinta Divine, can you unmute and read for us number 2? Unmute. Jeremiah, are you able to unmute? Yes, Jeremiah.
Find the perimeter of the square below.
Find the perimeter of the square below. Okay, let me pick someone. If you know a square, Faith, do you know a square?
Yes.
A square has how many sides, Faith?
The square has 4 sides.
It has 4 sides. Are those sides the same or they are the same? Or they are different? Faith?
They are the same.
They are the same. So a square has 4 sides and all the 4 sides are equal. That is what a square is. Unlike perimeter has 4 sides, but 2 opposite sides are equal. So for perimeter of a rectangle or a rectangle, it has 2 opposite sides equal, but a square has all the sides equal. So let's see how we can find this, okay? They have brought it there, okay? That's a square. That's the diagram or the picture of a square. So all the sides, you can see what they have indicated there. Whatever they have indicated there shows that Galaxy, you are saying, teacher, you are not picking me. Galaxy, you need to name your name, rename your name, because we cannot pick a phone to talk. Galaxy, tap A. Jacinta said, teacher, I can't unmute. I know why you cannot unmute, because if you are to unmute, you are going to, most people are going to make noise. Okay. Yes, a square has its sides equal. Okay. Then the perimeter of a square, please. I had started I started by doing this, but let me put some figures here so that we can find the perimeter. So for example, the perimeter here can be, the side can be, let me use meters. Let me use meters. These are metric units. We can use meters, we can use decimeters. So now they are saying we find the perimeter of this. Let me pick someone to tell me or to do for us. Travis, you unmute and explain to us finding perimeter of that. Travis, from the method up to the last answer. Travis, unmute. Travis. Okay, you explain. Travis, we can't hear you. You come closer to your phone and talk. Travis, unmute and talk. Travis, you are. Okay.
Teacher.
Yes.
Teacher, I give you the method of finding the perimeter of a square.
Yes.
It's side plus side plus side plus side.
You need to say perimeter is equals to side plus, you need to write that formula. Side plus side plus side plus side. There are 4 sides. You get, there are 4 sides which you have to add all of them. Okay, very good, Travis, for that. Okay, let's hear from other people. So some people have already got the answer. As for us, we are saying side plus side plus side. So there are also two methods. You can say side plus side. Remember, if I say side plus side plus side plus side, I can also say perimeter is equals to, you see, if I add S plus S plus S plus S, I get what? I get 4S. I see. So this is also another method you can use, 4S. 4S here means 4 times 4 times S, that is 4S. So if you are using this method of 4S, that is what it means by 4S, 4 times S. Then if you are using this method of adding all the sides, it is also okay. So let me pick someone to add for us all the sides. Oh, let's add it. Yes. Let me pick someone to add for us. Cambridge, unmute and add for us. Cambridge. Yes. Cambridge, you allowed?
Perimeter equals
7 meters plus 7
meters plus
perimeter
7
equals
meters
7
plus
plus 7 meters
7 meters
plus
7 meters plus 7 meters.
7 meters
plus 7 meters.
8 centimeters.
meters.
8 meters.
8 meters.
28 centimeters.
Plus 7 meters.
Okay. Okay, thank you. I thank you for that contribution. Only that you have been talking. I had picked Cambridge, but you all talked. That is okay. That shows that you are following. So it is 7 meters plus 7 meters plus 7 meters. So you can group 7 plus 7. Also here you can group 7 plus 7. So again, if I come to pick, don't all talk. 7 plus 7. What do I get? Calvin. Calvin, what do I get? Unmute and tell me. Calvin. Yes, Calvin, unmute.
It's 14.
14, very good. 14. 14 what?
Meters.
14 meters
14
meters
meters.
plus
14 meters
14 meters.
plus 14 meters.
equals 28 meters.
28 meters. 28 meters.
Okay, there we get 28 meters as you have said, because 14 plus 14, 14 plus 14, we get 28. So how about if I'm using this method of 4S, because there are 4 sides and all the 4 sides are the same. That's why they are saying 4S. Or even you can see S plus S becomes 2S. 2S plus S becomes 3S. 3S plus S becomes 4S. So you can use 4S if you want to find perimeter of a square. This is only for a square. Members, get me clear here. It is only for a square, because a square has all the sides equal. Please, I know I can pick, I may not pick all of you. Those who are saying, teacher, you are not picking me in the chat. Please forgive me. I have a class of 188, almost reaching 200. If I pick 188 to talk at once, we shall have problem. But keep following me. Keep posting your answer. Instead, teacher, you are not picking me. Put the answer in the chat there so that I can read. So I told you that 4S means 4 times S, which S is 7 meters. So you can multiply 4 times 7 to get 28 meters. So this is our answer. Abigail, thank you. You are saying 4 times 7, which you didn't get the answer, Abigail. Jairus said 28. Jairus said 28. Victor said 28. Divine said 28. Jacinta said 28. So thank you. That's the answer. That is the answer. So that is how you can find perimeter of a square. You add all the 4 sides which are equal and you find. perimeter, please. That is how you get the perimeter. So this working we have already done. Now, I want us to use these few minutes remaining. We have there 28. I want us to use these few minutes remaining to study this number. There is a number I'm going to put. There is number 3 which I'm going to put. I want you to study that number carefully. We have like 15 minutes. But in 15 minutes, we should study that number carefully, and we do it carefully. We are talking about geometrical shapes. So it is not only a square and a rectangle. It can be a pentagon, which has 5 sides. It can be hexagon. So what you need to know is to know how many sides is the figure having. So if the figure has 4 sides, add all those 4 sides. If the figure has 5 sides, add all those 5 sides. That's what we mean by perimeter. So look at number 3. Look at number 3. Let's first stop chatting and we study number 3. First stop what is on the chat and study number 3. I want to see those who are chatting and I will tell them, please stop. Okay. Okay, stop chatting now. Okay. Look at number 3. Look at number 3. Look at that figure. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You need to know the sides which are there. Please study that. Study that. Study that. Study that. Study that. There is this. Let me start naming the side. We have side 1. You can name from any side. We have side 2. We have side 3. We have side 4. We have side 5. We have side 6. There are 6 sides in that figure. So they are telling us to find the perimeter. So meaning, and the sides are not the same. So if we are going to, because we don't know even whether the side is called length or width. So what you can do is you can say side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3 plus side 4 plus side 5 plus side 6, because we don't know the name of those sides. For square, we know they are called sides. A rectangle, we know length, width. But these shapes here, I don't know each side. So if you are going to write for me perimeter, you will say perimeter equals to, let me use the text. Perimeter equals to, you can say side 1 plus side 2. Okay, what I'm using is not good enough. Side 3, let me just write it using my pen here. Let me just write it using my pen here. So if you are going to name, you say side 1. Write 1 down there. Plus, said side 2. Plus, said side 3. Depending on how many sides are there. And then you add all together. So let me put the sides. What did they give us in those sides? Having known the sides, what have they given us? In most cases, you'll find some sides are even missing. What have they given us? Oh, there is that one which has come. Class, which side has come already? Class, which side has come already?
3
centimeters.
3 centimeters. And which side has come?
Centimeter, 3 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 3 centimeter.
Some of you are not good. There is a child there who is saying 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters.
3 centimeters.
That is bad. That is bad. Just mention it once. So we have 3 centimeters in this side. Then this one that runs from 3, that connects 3 to connect there in 5 is 5 centimeters. Then we have another side, 4 centimeters. Then we have another side, 9 centimeters. So those are the only sides given to us. But if you see carefully, you will realize that this side here is not given. Members, that's why I said study this shape properly, and that is where we are going to end if we have understood this one. That side that I have pointed with the red it is not given. And yet they are telling us to find the perimeter. And perimeter, we are going to count the number of sides. We have side 1, we have side 2, we have side 3, we have side 4, we have side 5, and we have side 6. So if I need the perimeter of that shape, I'm going to say perimeter is equals to side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3 plus side 4 plus side 4, side 5, and then side 6. So those are the sides we have in that shape. Now the question is the side given to us all? No, there is a side missing. So this is our discussion, please. This is our discussion. And I want you to raise up your hands and then tell me how we are going to find the perimeter here. What do we do first? Yes, what do we do first? Okay, what do we do first? Let me see who is ready. Let me see who is ready. I hope these hands up are to answer my question. Over, if you have a question, once I pick you and you have a question, you say, teacher, for me, I have a question. But once you have the answer, you say, teacher, okay, we are going to do like this. So how do we find the perimeter of this? Patience?
Teacher, we get 9 centimeters plus 3 centimeters plus 5 centimeters plus 2 centimeters plus 4 centimeters.
Yes, but if you realize that this side also we have to add, there is this side which they have not, because it is side 6. We have realized that there are 6 sides here. 9 is 1, 3, 2, 5 is 3, 2 is 4. This is side 5, and this is side 6. So, and that is why I said side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3 plus side 4 plus side 5 plus side 6. Therefore, there is need for us to find. Patience, do you see here where I've pointed with red color? Do you see this? We need to first find that. Let me name it as A. Let me name it as A. Side, that side, let's give it as A. So let's say this side is A. So A is not given. We are supposed to first find that A before we find the perimeter. So that is where our discussion is right now. That is where our discussion is right now. David, how do we get this side A? David?
Teacher?
Yes.
You're going to add 3 centimeters plus 2 centimeters.
Okay, very good, David. So David has got it that, David, if I can extend everybody, every learner, please learners, look at what David has said. Look at what David has said. We are going to look for this side A, which was not given. So we extend this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. When I bring it, you will realize that this is 3 centimeters, David. That is good. So it runs down from up, it runs down. So that means that A is equals to, according to what David has said, 3 centimeters plus 2 centimeters. It gives us, David, what is that side now?
6 centimeters.
Are you sure? 3 plus 2?
5 centimeters.
Okay, that side gives us 5 centimeters. So if you already know that side, please make sure this working is there. So if you already know that side, then you can easily now get what? Get the perimeter. So David, allow me to pick someone else now to get the perimeter. Please, David, allow me to pick someone else to get the perimeter. Thank you, David, for allowing me. Let me go and pick Birunji. Yes, Birunji, can you unmute and we now get the perimeter? Birunji, continue. Birunji, be louder.
Is equals to, we say perimeter is equals to 3 centimeters plus 5 centimeters plus 2 centimeters plus 4 centimeters plus 5 centimeters plus 9 centimeters.
Okay, very good, Birunji. Meanwhile, you group them 2, 2, and you add. I'm writing what you have said, eh? You have already muted yourself. Okay, 5 centimeters. So this part A is 5 centimeters. That part A is 5 centimeters. Then plus 9 centimeters. So according to Birunji, she has started with this one to be side 1, moved to this one to be side 2, moved to this one to be side 3, moved to this one to be side 4, and moved to this one to be side 5, and moved to this one to be side 6, according to Birunji. Very good. Now, let's go to Milka, your audio is not there. Even if I pick you, you may not talk. Your audio is not connected. Marcus, yes, Marcus, can we continue to add now? Marcus, can we continue to add? Marcus, unmute, okay. So let's add this one, Marcus. Let's first add 3 plus 5. Then we go and add 2 plus 4. Then we go and add 5 plus 9. So Marcus, begin. 3 plus 5 is? Marcus? Meanwhile, Junior, you can also...
5 is equal to 8.
3 plus 5 is equals to 8 centimeters. Junior, you can talk with Marcus also?
Yes.
Then 2 plus 4?
2 plus 4 is...
Wanono, you can also unmute and talk. Wanono? 2 plus
6 centimeters.
6 centimeters. Very good. Then 5 plus 9? Wanono? Those ones who have allowed. Jordana, also you can talk. Is 14
equal to
14 centimeters. Very good. Okay, so you add for me 8 plus 6.
The answer
is
8 plus 6. 8 plus 6 is 14.
14.
Then 14 plus 14. 14 plus 14
is equal to 28 centimeters.
28 centimeters.
Equal to 28 centimeters.
Okay, equals to 20. Okay, my space has made me to write like this, but you can go vertically. So 28 centimeters is our perimeter. So our perimeter is 28 centimeters. So you can see, okay, you can see perimeter of that figure is 28 centimeters. So learners, this is what you need. My main focus is if the missing side is there, know how to get the missing side. Know how to get the missing side. Once you find a shape like this and a side is missing, introduce a letter to that side which is missing. Find it first before you start getting the perimeter. So this is what I have organized for you. This is what I have organized for you. I want questions now. I want question now. If you have question, please ask me before I conclude. Okay, let me start with Bernard. Yes, Bernard, any question?
Teacher.
Okay, wait. I'm going to pick you.
So do we add? Teacher.
Yes.
Yeah, so you add all the sides given if you are getting perimeter, but For this case, you need to see if there is any missing side. You first begin by finding that missing side. And in case like the other girl told us how we can find this missing side. She has brought here this. She has said, oh, from there up to here is the same as this side. I see. So that means that here, this small side can bring it here to be also 3. So meaning running down there is 3 and 5. I see. 3 plus 2 gives you this side to be 5 centimeters. That is how she has got that. So if is it running horizontally so that you can find the missing side. Good. So otherwise, thank you so much, learners, for paying attention. If I have any other question, let me see. Okay. If I have a question, let me see those with the question. So those who are putting up their hands, they have been put up there. Okay. Warren, is it Warren? Warren, any question? Can unmute?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, you can ask.
Can they give us any question in the form of a fraction about this?
In form of a fraction like the sides, eh?
Yes.
Okay, to give you sides which has fraction. Now, if you get
like
the side which has
side.
fraction, oh, the missing side.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, in most cases, they set you with the whole numbers. But in case you find the missing side is a fraction, then if you are adding, you know how to add fraction. If you are subtracting, you know how to subtract fraction. So you apply the concept that you have learned in what? In fractions, addition of fraction, and then subtraction of fraction in case they set it, but they rarely set that. But in case they set it, for example, if I say this is a half, this is a quarter. So when you are adding a half plus a quarter, you need to know how do I add fraction. Are you getting?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. So let me again get another question. Monica, do you have a question? Monica, unmute and talk.
Teacher,
yes.
There where you got A is equal to 3 plus 2, where did you get the 3 centimeters?
Okay, very good. That is what I want. Where did we get the 3 centimeters? Now, you look here. Where I got the 3 centimeters. You see this 3 centimeters this side?
Yes.
Yes. So I brought that 3 centimeters here. This is where I brought it. I brought it here. I think it is the same as here. So it means that this 3 is the same as this one. So that's where I brought the 3 centimeters. So now 3 running down, it has here 5 and 3. That's why this side becomes what? Become 5, because if it is running down, it's the same. Now, have you understood where we have got the 3 centimeters from?
Yes, teacher.
Very good. Let me ask another question again. Yes?
I have a question.
Yes, a question.
On the rectangle, can you not say 8 plus 5 plus 8 plus 5 in brackets centimeters?
Okay, very good. Where we got rectangle, you can say that so long as you are going to say, let me wrap this one. I hope we have understood. Let me try to wrap this one, and then we talk about what you have asked. Okay, that is very correct. You can as well, let me go, I think I can go back there. Okay, you can as well, if they asked you to find perimeter, let me just draw it here. If you have a rectangle here, so I think this maybe is our last question. if you have a rectangle here, okay, and for this case, maybe they have said 6 meters. Let me use any, and here they have said 4 meters. So you can say perimeter is equals to length plus, I hope you are following me what you have asked, because I want to answer you. Length plus width plus length plus width. What we need is, when you are substituting, you need to substitute with the unit. So if you forget and you say, this is 6 plus 4 plus the 6, then again plus 4. If you do this, there is no unit in this. So put in bracket and say all of them, they are having they are having meters. So girl, you can put in bracket and put the unit at once. That is very correct. That is very correct. So here you can put your meters. So this is correct method. Yes. So members, I think we cannot digest it all. We can end there for today. Thank you. The work you are going to find in your classroom, you are going to find the work. Thank you for that interaction. Thank you for the questions, for those who have been asking questions. And I hope the questions you have asked has been answered.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Thank you. May God bless you.
Bless you too.
Okay, so my co-teacher, Eric, you can take over if you have anything to tell the learners.
Teacher, I've not understood.
Bye, teacher.
Teacher,
What can I
Bye.
do?
bye.
Bye. See you. I love you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, bye-bye. Thank you, bye-bye. But I thought that our teacher, Eric, is having something to tell us.
Hi.
Okay, Scarlett, thank you. Eric, can I make you the host now? Okay, learners, bye-bye. See you. Okay, you can say bye to your friends.
Bye.
Okay, so this work you are going to find it in this work you are going to find it in your class. I'm going to post it there. Eric, can I make you the host now? So Eric, you are now the host. You can take over. I'm done. Thank you. Oh, I'm done.